Do you really think you know enough Arabic? Hold on, because what you're about to hear will change the way you speak forever. These are not the usual words you find in books. They're the secret tools of fluent speakers.
Exactly. We're going to explore unique Arabic connectors and expressions that make your sentences flow like native speakers. And guess what? You'll be repeating every phrase with us, learning naturally, just like Arabs do.
So stay till the end. By the time this video finishes, you'll know 100 powerful Arabic words and how to use them in real conversations. Hey coach, sometimes when I speak English, I use words like although, however, nevertheless to connect contrasting ideas. How do we do that in Arabic?
Excellent question, my friend. In Arabic, we have some powerful connectors that add depth to our speech. Let's start with a beautiful one. كذلك, كذلك. It means likewise or similarly. Let's say an example. كذلك يفعل الله بمن يشاء. كذلك يفعل الله بمن يشاء. Meaning, thus does Allah do whatever He wills. Breakdown. كذلك equals thus, or in this way. يفعل equals He does. Allahu equals Allah. Biman equals to whom. Yasha equals He wills.
Oh, that sounds poetic. So, kavalika works like in the same way. Exactly. Now, another gem. ولكن, ولكن, meaning but or however. Let's say an example. أريد أن أذهب ولكن عندي عمل كثير. أريد أن أذهب ولكن عندي عمل كثير. Meaning, I want to go, but I have a lot of work. Breakdown. أريد equals I want. أن equals to. أذهب equals go. ولكن equals but or however. عندي equals I have. عمل equals work. كثير equals much or a lot. So, walakin is like the Arabic however. That's cool. Exactly. Now, a smoother connector. بينما. بينما, meaning while. Let's say an example. بينما كنت أقرأ جاء صديقي. بينما كنت أقرأ جاء صديقي, meaning while I was reading, my friend came. Breakdown. بينما equals while. كنت equals I was. أقرأ equals reading. جاء equals came. صديقي equals my friend. Nice! It really makes sentences sound more natural. Exactly. And one more. مع أن, meaning even though. Let's say an example. مع أنه تعب ذهب إلى المدرسة. مع أنه تعب ذهب إلى المدرسة, meaning even though he was tired, he went to school. Breakdown. مع equals with or despite. أن equals that. He equals he. تعب equals tired. ذهب equals went. إلى equals to. المدرسة equals the school. I love how each word has its own flavor. Arabic really paints emotions through these small details. That's the beauty of Arabic. Each connector not only joins words, but also connects emotions and meanings. Coach, sometimes I get confused when trying to express time, like saying as soon as, before that, afterwards, meanwhile. How can I sound smooth in Arabic when connecting ideas in time? Beautiful question. Arabic has some elegant connectors for time and progression. Let's start with one that gives your sentence a nice rhythm. فورما, فورما, meaning as soon as. Let's say an example. فورما سمعت الخبر اتصلت به. فورما سمعت الخبر اتصلت به, meaning as soon as I heard the news, I called him. Breakdown. فورما equals as soon as. سمعت equals I heard. الخبر equals the news. اتصلت equals I called. به equals him. Oh, nice. So it's like a quick reaction connector? Exactly. Now listen to this one. قبل أن, meaning before doing something. Let's say an example. قبل أن تنام اقرأ سورة الملك. قبل أن تنام اقرأ سورة الملك, meaning before you sleep, recite Surah al-Mulk. Breakdown. قبل equals before. أن equals to or that. تنام equals you sleep. اقرأ equals read or recite. سورة equals surah. الملك equals al-mulk. That's a really spiritual example. I like that one. And now here's one that takes you forward in time. بعد ذلك, بعد ذلك, meaning after that. Let's say an example. صليت الفجر. بعد ذلك ذهبت إلى المسجد للتلاوة. صليت الفجر. بعد ذلك ذهبت إلى المسجد للتلاوة, meaning I prayed Fajr, and after that I went to the mosque for recitation. Breakdown. صليت equals I prayed. الفجر equals Fajr. بعد equals after. ذلك equals that. ذهبت equals I went. إلى equals to. المسجد equals the mosque. This one's easy to remember. I think I've even heard it in Quranic verses. Yes, and next, here's a very natural one. في أثناء, في أثناء, meaning during or in the middle of. Let's say an example. في أثناء الدرس, في أثناء الدرس كتب الطلاب الملاحظات. في أثناء الدرس كتب الطلاب الملاحظات, meaning during the lesson, the students wrote notes. Breakdown. في equals in or during. أثناء equals middle of or while. الدرس equals the lesson. كتب equals wrote. الطلاب equals the students. الملاحظات equals the notes. I like this one. It sounds very professional, like something you'd use in a classroom or report. Exactly.
And the next one adds elegance to your storytelling. في تلك الأثناء. في تلك الأثناء, meaning meanwhile or at that moment. في تلك الأثناء كان أخي يصلي في المسجد. في تلك الأثناء كان أخي يصلي في المسجد, meaning meanwhile my brother was praying in the mosque. Breakdown. في equals in. Tilka equals that. Al-Athna'i equals moment or time. Kana equals was. Akhi equals my brother. Yusalli equals praying. Fi equals in. Al-Masjidi equals the mosque. That really paints a full scene, like one action happening while another continues. Exactly. And finally, one last time connector that shows sequence. Thumma. Thumma, meaning then or afterwards. Let's say an example. غسلت يدي. غسلت يدي. ثم أكلت الطعام. غسلت يدي. ثم أكلت الطعام, meaning I washed my hands, then I ate the food. Breakdown. غسلت equals I washed. يدي equals my hands. ثم equals then. أكلت equals I ate. الطعام equals the food. Simple but super useful. I can use that in everyday talk easily. Exactly. So remember, فورما قبل أن بعد ذلك في أثناء في تلك الأثناء and ثم. These words help your Arabic flow naturally like a story, connecting your ideas through time beautifully.
You know, Coach, I always struggle when I try to explain why something happened in Arabic, like because, since, or as a result. How do Arabs make their sentences flow logically?
Great question. This is one of the secrets of sounding fluent. Arabic has beautiful connectors for cause and effect, and when you use them right, your Arabic starts to sound elegant and natural. Let's start with the classic one. لأن. لأن. Because. Let's say an example. تعلمت العربية لأنني أحب القرآن. تعلمت العربية لأنني أحب القرآن. I learned Arabic because I love the Quran. Break down. تعلمت means I learned. العربية means Arabic. لأنني means because I. أحب means love. القرآن means the Quran. That's beautiful. It feels emotional and simple. Exactly. Now, for a more formal sound, try this. بسبب. بسبب means because of or due to. Let's say an example. تأخرت بسبب الزحام. تأخرت بسبب الزحام means I was late because of the traffic. Breakdown. تأخرت means I was late. بسبب means because of. الزحام means the traffic.
That's definitely something I'd use daily.
Yes. And here's a very poetic one. حيث إن. حيث إن means since or given that. Let's say an example. سأسافر غدا حيث إن الجو جميل. سأسافر غدا حيث إن الجو جميل means I will travel tomorrow since the weather is nice. Breakdown. سأسافر means I will travel. غدا means tomorrow. حيث means since or because. إن means indeed or that. الجو means the weather. جميل means beautiful.
That sounds classy. I can imagine using it in a speech or formal setting.
Exactly. And now something that expresses the result. لذلك. لذلك means therefore or for that reason. Let's say an example. درست كثيرا لذلك نجحت في الامتحان. درست كثيرا لذلك نجحت في الامتحان means I studied hard, therefore I passed the exam. Breakdown. درست means I studied. كثيرا means a lot. لذلك means therefore. نجحت means I succeeded or passed. في means in. الامتحان means the exam.
That's a strong connector. I can almost hear it in formal Arabic shows.
Exactly. It gives power to your sentence. Now here's another nice one. ومن ثم. ومن ثم means and thus or and so. Let's say an example. عمل بجد ومن ثم ترقى في الوظيفة. عمل بجد ومن ثم ترقى في الوظيفة means he worked hard and thus he got promoted. Breakdown. عمل means he worked. بجد means with effort or seriously. و means and. من means from. ثم means then or thus. ترقى means he got promoted. في means in. الوظيفة means the job or position.
That one sounds very professional. Maybe I can use it in writing or business Arabic.
Absolutely. And now our final connector for this segment, نتيجةً لي. نتيجةً لي means as a result of. Let's say an example. نتيجةً لتعبه حصل على تقدير كبير. نتيجةً لتعبه حصل على تقدير كبير means as a result of his hard work, he received great appreciation. Breakdown. نتيجةً means as a result. لي means of. تعبه means his effort. حصل means he obtained. على means upon or on. تقديراً means appreciation. كبيراً means great.
That's such a motivating example. I love it.
Exactly. So remember, لأن بسبب حيث إن لذلك ومن ثم and نتيجة لي, These 6 connect your thoughts like cause and consequence, making your Arabic storytelling sound smooth and logical. So, Coach, earlier we talked about cause and effect, but now I'm curious, how do I express purpose in Arabic? Like, I did this to achieve that. Excellent question. This is where Arabic gets elegant. We use special connectors that tell why we're doing something, our intention, our goal. Let's start with a very common one. لكي. لكي means in order to. Let's say an example. أدرس لكي أصبح متحدثاً فصيحاً. أدرس لكي أصبح متحدثاً فصيحاً means I study in order to become a fluent speaker. Breakdown. أدرس means I study. لكي means in order to. أصبح means become. متحدثاً means a speaker. فصيحاً means fluent.
That sounds very goal-oriented. I like that.
Exactly. Now here's another beautiful one. حتى. حتى means so that or in order that. Let's say an example. أستيقظ مبكراً حتى أرتب يومي جيداً. أستيقظ مبكراً حتى أرتب يومي جيداً means I wake up early so that I can organize my day well. Breakdown. أستيقظ means I wake up. مبكراً means early. حتى means so that. أرتب means I organize. يومي means my day. جيداً means well.
Nice. That's something I can say in my daily routine.
Perfect. Now listen to this one. من أجلي. من أجلي means for the sake of or for the purpose of. Let's say an example. أعمل جاهداً من أجل عائلتي. أعمل جاهداً من أجل عائلتي means I work hard for the sake of my family.
That's such a warm sentence. Arabic really feels emotional sometimes.
Yes, it expresses heart and reason together. Now, here's a professional and formal phrase. بغرضي. بغرضي means with the aim of. Let's say an example. سافر إلى مصر بغرض دراسة التاريخ. سافر إلى مصر بغرض دراسة التاريخ means he traveled to Egypt with the aim of studying history. Breakdown. سافر means he traveled. إلى means to. مصر means Egypt. بغرض means with the aim of. دراسة means studying. التاريخ means history.
That's perfect for storytelling or documentaries.
Exactly. And here's another gem. لهدف. لهدف means for a goal or for a purpose. Let's say an example. نتعلم لهدف نبيل وسام. نتعلم لهدف نبيل وسام means we learn for a noble and high purpose. Breakdown. نتعلم means we learn. لهدف means for a goal. نبيل means noble. و means and. Salmon means high or lofty.
That's really motivating. It gives the sentence purpose and positivity.
Exactly. Arabic makes even a simple reason sound poetic.
That's deep. I love how Arabic expresses intention so beautifully.
Yes, it's not just words, it's emotion. So when you want to say why you do something, use these. لكي حتى من أجلي بغرضي لهدف تحقيقا لي, and you'll sound thoughtful, fluent, and powerful.
Okay, now we're diving into something everyone has, opinions and feelings. When you speak Arabic, these expressions make your conversation sound real, emotional, and confident.
Exactly. You can't just talk facts, you must show what you think and feel. So today, we'll learn how to express opinions naturally, like native speakers.
Let's start with something simple. How do you say, in my opinion, in Arabic?
Good question. In Arabic, we say في رأيي. في رأيي. It literally means in my view. Let's break it down. Fi means in. Ra'yi comes from ra'i, opinion, and the yi at the end means my. So together, in my opinion.
Oh, nice. So I could say, في رأيي اللغة العربية جميلة. في رأيي اللغة العربية جميلة. In my opinion, Arabic is beautiful.
Perfect example. You sound natural already.
Now, what if I want to sound a bit more formal, like, from my point of view?
Ah, yes. That's من وجهة نظري. من وجهة نظري. It's a polite and strong way to express your view. Let's break it down. Min means from. Wajha means direction or angle. Nadari means my view. So together, from my point of view.
Got it. So, من وجهة نظري تعلم العربية يحتاج صبرا. من وجهة نظري تعلم العربية يحتاج صبرا. From my point of view, learning Arabic requires patience.
Exactly. You're expressing both logic and emotion. That's advanced.
Now, sometimes we want to be very honest, like saying honestly or to be honest.
Yes, that's بصراحة. بصراحة. Break it down. Be means with or in. صراحة means honesty. So together, honestly or frankly speaking. So I can say بصراحة العربية ليست سهلة. بصراحة العربية ليست سهلة. Honestly, Arabic isn't easy. Yes, but it's worth it.
Now, what about when we're sure of something, like saying without doubt or no doubt?
For that we say bila shakkin. Bila shakkin. Let's see the breakdown. Bila means without. Shak means doubt. So together, without doubt.
I love that one. بلا شك القرآن أفضل كتاب. بلا شك القرآن أفضل كتاب. Without doubt, the Quran is the best book.
MashaAllah. Beautifully said.
And when we want to sound very confident, like saying, it's certain that,
Yes, we say من المؤكد أن. من المؤكد أن. Breakdown time. Mina means from. Al-mu'akkad means certain or confirmed. أن means that. So together, it's certain that.
So I could say من المؤكد أن التدريب يحسن اللغة. من المؤكد أن التدريب يحسن اللغة. It's certain that practice improves language.
Exactly. That's the secret to fluency. Practice and patience.
Now, let's have a quick challenge for our viewers. Choose one of these expressions. في رأيي من وجهة نظري بصراحة بلا شك من المؤكد أن, and write your own sentence in the comments.
Yes, show us how you express your opinion in Arabic. Remember, fluency isn't just words, it's emotion and connection.
Exactly. Let's move to the next words where things get clearer, deeper, and even more expressive. Now, this part is really important. Sometimes in Arabic, you want to make your message crystal clear. Maybe someone misunderstood you, or you just want to emphasize your point strongly. Yes, these are the phrases that make your Arabic sound confident, clear, and natural, just like native speakers. So let's start simple. How do I say I mean, like when I'm clarifying something?
In Arabic, we say أعني. أعني. It literally means I mean or what I'm trying to say. It's the perfect word when you want to explain yourself.
So I can say الطقس جميل أعني ليس حارا جدا. الطقس جميل أعني ليس حارا جدا. The weather is nice. I mean, it's not too hot.
Exactly. Very natural, very conversational.
Okay, next one. How do you say in other words?
That's a beautiful one. بعبارة أخرى. بعبارة أخرى. Break it down. Be means with or in. عبارة means expression or phrase. أخرى means another. So together, in another expression, into other words. So if someone doesn't get my point, I can say بعبارة أخرى أنا أريد أن أقول بعبارة أخرى أنا أريد أن أقول. In other words, I want to say. Exactly. That's how native speakers keep the flow smooth and clear.
Now, what if I want to highlight something very specific, like specifically or to be specific?
Good one. You can say بالتحديد. بالتحديد. Let's break it down. Be means in or with. التحديد comes from حدد, which means to define or to specify. So بالتحديد means specifically or exactly.
Okay, let me try. أحب اللغات بالتحديد اللغة العربية. أحب اللغات بالتحديد اللغة العربية. I love languages, specifically Arabic.
Perfect. That's exactly how Arabs emphasize a detail in a sentence.
Now, sometimes we want to make something crystal clear, like saying clearly. Yes, we say بوضوح. بوضوح. Break it down. Be means with. وضوح means clarity. So the phrase means clearly or with clarity. So I can say تتحدث بوضوح جدا. تتحدث بوضوح جدا. You speak very clearly. Exactly. Nice pronunciation there. Okay, one last one. How do you say exactly in Arabic? Easy and powerful. تماما.
تماماً. Breakdown. تماماً comes from the root tem, which means to be complete or perfect. So when you say تماماً, it means exactly or precisely. So if someone says, "Are you ready?" I can say, "تماماً, تماماً, exactly, I'm ready." Yes, and it also works when you strongly agree with someone. All right, viewers, now it's your turn. Pick one of these expressions. أعني بعبارة أخرى بالتحديد بوضوح تماماً, and write your own example in the comments. Yes, show us how clearly you can express your thoughts in Arabic. Remember, clarity makes communication powerful. And next, we'll play with possibilities and conditions, how to say if, unless, and more in Arabic. Stay with us.
Okay, now let's talk about one of the most fun and powerful parts of Arabic, how to talk about conditions and possibilities. You know, like when we say if, unless, or as long as. These little words can change the whole meaning of a sentence.
Exactly. Once you master these, you'll sound logical, natural, and confident, like a true storyteller in Arabic. All right, first one, the most common one. How do we say if in Arabic? We say إذا, إذا. Let's break it down. إذا means if or when, used when talking about something possible or expected. So if you want to say, if I study, I'll succeed, you say, إذا درست سأنجح. إذا درست سأنجح. If I study, I'll succeed.
Oh, nice. It sounds smooth. إذا درست سأنجح. That's motivating.
Exactly, and it's one of the most used conditional words in Arabic. All right, now how about unless? That's a little tricky in English too. Yes, but in Arabic it's elegant. We say إلا إذا, إلا إذا. Breakdown. إلا means except. إذا means if, so together it means unless, literally except if. For example, لا أذهب إلى العمل إلا إذا كان ضروريا. لا أذهب إلى العمل إلا إذا كان ضروريا. I don't go to work unless it's necessary. Oh, that's really clear now. إلا إذا, unless. Exactly. Say it once more to feel the rhythm. إلا إذا, إلا إذا. Cool. Now, what about as long as? That's another useful one for conditions. Yes, we say طالما, طالما. Breakdown. طال means to last or to continue. Ma adds the meaning as long as or while. So together, as long as. Example, سأستمر في التعلم طالما أنا حي. 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 I'll keep learning as long as I'm alive.
Beautiful. That's such a powerful line. طالما أنا حي.
Yes, you can even use it in motivational quotes.
What about provided that? Like when you say, you can go provided that you finish your work.
In Arabic, we say بشرط أن, بشرط أن. Breakdown. بشرط means with the condition. N means that. So بشرط أن literally means with the condition that. Example. يمكنك الخروج بشرط أن تنهي واجبك. يمكنك الخروج بشرط أن تنهي واجبك. You can go out provided that you finish your homework. Oh, that's perfect for teachers. بشرط أن تنهي واجبك. Ah, yes, every Arabic teacher says it at least once a day. And one last one. In case, how do you say that? Good one. We say fi hali. Fi hali. Breakdown. Fi means in. Hali means case or condition. So fi hali means in case of, or if it happens that. Example, خذ المظلة في حال مطر. خذ المظلة في حال مطر. Take the umbrella in case it rains.
Nice. That's a practical one. We can use it every day. All right, viewers, let's test you. Say out loud, إذا, إلا إذا, طالما, بشرط أن, في حال, and try making your own short sentence using one of them in the comments.
Yes, practice them and you'll soon be creating complex, fluent Arabic sentences with ease.
And next, we'll move to storytelling, using cause and effect to build real-life stories in Arabic. Don't miss it. All right, my friend, this part is where Arabic storytelling really comes alive. We're diving into how to express cause and effect, the because, therefore, and as a result type of phrases that make your Arabic sound smooth and logical.
Yes, these are the magic connectors that link actions and reasons, and when you use them naturally, your Arabic starts flowing like a native speaker's speech. Okay, first one. How do you say because in Arabic? We say لأن. لأن. Breakdown. Li means for. Anna means that. So together means because. For example, let's say, I'm happy because I learned something new. أنا سعيد لأنني تعلمت شيئا جديدا. أنا سعيد لأنني تعلمت شيئا جديدا. I'm happy because I learned something new. Wow! لأنني تعلمت شيئا جديدا. That's such a nice phrase to use after every Arabic class. Yes, exactly. You can use li'anna to explain any reason. It's one of the most essential connectors. Nice. Now, how do we say therefore or so when something happens as a result? Good one. We say لذلك. لذلك. Breakdown. Li means for. ذلك means that, so literally, for that, which gives the meaning therefore. Example, درست جيدا لذلك نجحت. درست جيدا لذلك نجحت. I studied well, therefore I succeeded. Oh, I like that rhythm. درست جيدا لذلك نجحت. It sounds like motivation in Arabic. Yes, لذلك is perfect for expressing results in stories or life lessons. What about because of? When we're talking about the reason behind something like because of rain or because of work. In that case, we use بسبب, بسبب. Breakdown. B means by or because of. سبب means reason. So together it means because of. Example, تأخرت بسبب الزحام. تأخرت بسبب الزحام. I was late because of the traffic.
Ah, that's me every morning. تأخرت بسبب الزحام.
That's everyone in big cities. It's a super common phrase. You'll hear it all the time.
Now, what about something like as a result of, when something happens due to another action? Yes, in Arabic we say نتيجة لي. نتيجة لي. Breakdown. نتيجة means result. Li means of.
So نتيجة لي means as a result of. Example: سعد الجميع نتيجة للنجاح. سعد الجميع نتيجة للنجاح. Everyone was happy as a result of the success.
Oh, wow. That sounds elegant. نتيجة للنجاح. You can use that in speeches or formal Arabic too, right?
Exactly. It's a very MSA and professional expression.
Okay, now how do we say when, but in a storytelling way, like when this happened, that happened?
Yes, for that we say حين. حين. Breakdown. حين means when or at the time of. Example: ضحكت حين سمعت الخبر. ضحكت حين سمعت الخبر. I laughed when I heard the news.
That's a really smooth transition. حين سمعت الخبر. I like how natural it sounds in storytelling. Yes, and it helps your story flow beautifully from one action to another. Okay, what about something like so that or in order that? It's not quite cause or reason, but it shows purpose. True. For that, we say حتى. حتى. Breakdown حتى means until or so that, depending on the context. Example: أدرس كثيرا حتى أنجح. أدرس كثيرا حتى أنجح. I study hard so that I may succeed. Oh, that's another motivational one. حتى أنجح. It's short and powerful. Yes, Arabic is full of those poetic-sounding connectors. All right, everyone watching, here's your mini challenge. Repeat these words twice with us and then make one short sentence using any of them. Ready? لأن لأن لذلك لذلك بسبب بسبب نتيجة لي نتيجة لي حين حين حتى حتى. Perfect! Write your best sentence in the comments and remember, each of these makes your Arabic sound smoother and more meaningful. That's beautiful, natural, connected, and full of meaning. Try writing your own story like this, even just 3 or 4 lines.
And before we end, remember this: Arabic fluency is not about speed. It's about connection. When you connect your words, your thoughts, and your heart, your Arabic will shine.
Amazing. May Allah bless your journey of learning. And remember, من جد وجد ومن سعى نجح. Whoever strives succeeds.
Keep practicing these connectors every day. Use them in your stories, and soon you'll think in Arabic, not just translate.
And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment your mini story below, and share it with a friend who's learning Arabic.
Until next time, stay curious, stay consistent, and keep your Arabic alive.